Social media has become one of the most effective tools in the marketing arsenal to help strengthen brands, build customer loyalty, and influence buyer decisions. But that doesn't mean that there aren't some big changes from traditional marketing approaches. For example, interactions in social media tend to be more personal than formal. Since almost everyone has a mobile device now, it also tends to be more immediate than we've ever seen before. Today, the sheer reach of social media is enormous. There are now more than 900 million people using Facebook. That means if Facebook were a country, then it would be the third largest in the world after China and India. And the people on these networks are using them, and they're using them a lot. Social media is the #1 activity on the web, with 46% of web users interacting with social media daily. 50% of mobile traffic in the United Kingdom is on Facebook, and Facebook tops Google for weekly US internet traffic. Video is also taking off. In the time it takes to watch a 4-minute clip on YouTube, more than 100 hours of additional video will be uploaded to that service. You might not know this, but Canada is even more engaged than most. Canadians spend the most time online, at 43.5 hours per month, and are the most prolific users of Facebook and YouTube. In fact, over half of the total population of Canada is on Facebook, almost 2/3 of the online population, and the average online Canadian watches 147 YouTube videos every month, the most in the world. And it's not just kids. Social networking is popular with 86% of people aged 18 to 34, 62% of those aged 35 to 54, and 43% of those aged 55 and older. The fastest growing demographic for web use in Canada. So maybe you're thinking that you still don't see how this relates to growing your business. Consider this. User-generated content makes up 25% of search results for the world's 20 biggest brands, and 34% of bloggers post opinions about products and brands online. In fact, social media has become one of the key focus areas for brands around reputation management, something that is obviously tremendously important for dealerships, where trust is a huge commodity. By nurturing your online following and creating compelling content on your blog for your customers, your business has an unprecedented opportunity to build relationships with consumers like never before. And when you look at social media relative to traditional advertising approaches, it has some compelling advantages. For instance, while only 14% of consumers trust advertisements, fully 90% of consumers trust peer recommendations, one of the core components of social media interactions. So in a time when only 18% of TV campaigns generate positive ROI, it's not much wonder that 93% of marketers use social media for business. As noted in the popular Socialnomics Social Media Revolution 3 YouTube video, which publishes social media stats each year, we will no longer search for products and services, they will find us via social media. Before we wrap up this video, let's take a peek at how the most popular platforms, namely Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, operate. Facebook is the world's largest social network and the first place you'll probably want to go to establish a social media presence for your business. On Facebook, individuals are represented by Facebook profiles, and companies and organizations have Facebook pages. While the naming around these might not be the clearest, there are essential differences between what a profile is and what it can do, and what a company page is and what it can do for you. When you're managing a Facebook page, there are two important things you need to know to be successful. For starters, there is a 50% increase in how much people interact with your content if you post a photo or a video along with your text. Also, focus on publishing your most compelling content during the times your community is online. And keep your eye on the latest research to give you the edge, such as Wednesday being the most popular day for consumers to interact with brands. A popular feature of Facebook is the ability to show different content to fans and non-fans of your page. This is useful for gaining likes to your page and increasing your reach, as well as gaining customer information that can be used in your sales cycle. For example, many companies offer visitors to their fan page a special coupon if they like the page. By using a custom coupon only available on Facebook, you can track purchases influenced by social media. Another way companies use Facebook is to hold contests that require visitors to like your page, as well as fill out a contest submission form. This allows you to both gain likes and information on potential customers, which you can use in future promotions. And when you look at the number of people who like your page, don't forget that the average Facebook user has 170 friends in their network. This may not seem like a lot at first glance, But part of the power of social media is that each of these 170 friends also has 170 friends. That means that any message you get out there to reach one person has the potential to reach almost 30,000 friends of their friends. So when you're investing in efforts to develop your brand through social media, don't lose sight of the fact that each person who likes your Facebook page has 170 other people that can gain direct first-degree exposure to discussions and other interactions you create with that potential customer. Twitter is another important social media tool that has been used effectively by many brands. In Twitter, communication takes place through 140-character-long posts called tweets. A tweet typically contains text and a related link, but third-party services allow for the incorporation of photos and other media. While the Twitter population is much smaller than Facebook, the network is tremendous for reaching influencers to take advantage of their networks, and it's also a great supplement to your Facebook efforts. Canadian Twitter accounts have grown enormously over the past few years, from less than 1% in 2009 growing to 10% in 2010 and 19% in 2011. Finally, YouTube is the place for video content on the web. Not only is it the world's largest repository of online videos, it also has a huge inbuilt community and is even integrated into set-top boxes, so videos can be viewed in living room settings instead of just in front of a computer or on your mobile device. In Canada, roughly 71% of the population visit YouTube every month, 16% more than in the US. A great additional perk with YouTube for businesses is that YouTube hosts your video for free, and that can mean a lot of savings and a lot less stress on your own servers. But we'll talk about all of that in the next video.